So now let's look at how to install extensions in Microsoft Edge browser. So for that, I'm going to open up the Edge browser right over here. And here right now, I don't have any extensions installed. So to install an extension, extension is an add-on which can actually increase the functionality of your web browser. So to access the extension, I'm going to go on the top right. I'm going to click on the menu button right over here. And here you can see that there's an option for extension. So let me just click on that, and here you'll be able to find all the installed extension. But since this is a new delivery, this is a new fresh install of my browser, I don't have any extensions installed. So you can see that you want to enhance your browser experience, try adding extensions from Microsoft Store. So let me just click on this icon right here, or you can also click over here from get extensions from Microsoft Store. So if I were to just click on this, you can see that now you're taken on to the Microsoft Store for extensions. So you can search for different type of extensions right here. You can also search for the ones you like. In my case, let's see what we have. So you have extensions for productivity, for shopping, for social, and everything else right over here. So let's go for news and weather, and let's enter this weather 365 extension right here. So let's see how to install that out. So once I find the extension I like, simply click on the extension right here, and then you'll be able to see its description over here, and over here on the top right, there's get. So let me just press this right here, and here you are asked an option to add in an extension. So the extension so here are some options that the extension can actually access. So it can read and modify your data on a number of websites. So it can actually read and data your website. So if you have some permissions that you do not want them to use, simply don't install that extension. So over here you can also see the details. You can see that it'll actually access these sites and get data from that. So it can also change the page you see when you open up a new tab. So I got no problem with that, and it'll detect your physical location. Okay, so I'm fine with the extension details. So I'm just going to click on add extension. So once I add in the extension, it's checking. So it's actually downloading the extension right here. And now you can see that the extension has been added. So now you see the extension right over here. That's the weather 365. So let's click it. So nothing happens when I click it. So let me right click it and see. And here you can see weather 365. So once I click on that, you actually get to the extension itself. So if I were to right click, this can read or change your site data. So you can work around with the permission, and you can also manage the extension right over here, as you can see. So now let's just go over here and then create a new tab right over here. So I'm going to keep the changes right over here, and let's see. So it asks me when I click a new tab, you can see that the weather 365 actually brings up a new page. So it asks me what my name is. I'm just going to type in my name over here. So I'm going to say tutor tube. I'm going to press enter, and it says good evening TutorTube, and I can search for details right over here, and this is the weather up here. So you can see that there's broken cloud right over here. This is actually a home page, and I can see all the details right over here. You can work around with the backgrounds like education, and you see that this extension actually changes my home page, as you can see. So this is what an extension is. So it adds in functionality to your browser. If you don't want the extension, what you can actually do is you can go to the extension over here. So let me just go to the extension. I can turn the extension completely off, or I can turn it back on right here. When I turn it on, the weather 365 appears whenever I open up a news page, but when I turn it off, when I press a new tab, it doesn't show up anymore. And if I want to remove it, I can simply go over here and click on remove. It asks me whether I really want to remove it, so I'm just going to click on remove, and it removes the extension. So that's how you add and remove extension inside of Microsoft Edge browser. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.